All right, we are back, and for those that can't read the board, we are reviewing because we have a test tomorrow. Don't forget, hit like, hit subscribe, hit the bell. All right, so this is the final draft of how the test is supposed to look, except for when I misnumbered from 14 to 20 on the back. All right, now, as always, I'm yelling during this because y'all put me to sleep because you're not awake. No, I'll be toggling back and forth. Remember, you can use your orange sheets on the test tomorrow. Make sure it has to be orange. Some of y'all may not. All right, so for part one, I would, oh, look, it's almost, oh, there it is. Oh, it's stuff from our notes again. Okay. Growth is when B is greater than 1. Decay is when B is between 0 and 1. Okay. So I go right here. So our B is 4. This means it's growth. Okay. My B is 0.2. This means it's decay. So if I wanted to, I could write B as 4. I could write B as 0.2. All right. So make sure to answer that. And, if you wanted to, you could sit there and, grab that and, snip it and put it in. And there you go. But that's if you wanted to. Now, remember, this is just an example. This is not the be all end all of orange sheets, though some of y'all are like, yours is the best. I don't know how some of y'all breathe on your own. All right. Sorry. Now, I need substance. Now, you invest $1,250 in an account to save for college. I tried to make this one actually more realistic than the ones before. Okay. So, for this one, our P is this. All right. For this section, that's our principal deposit. All right. Our R, all right, would be 0.065. Remember, if you can't remember to move the decimal place over, that's also something I would think to do, like move the decimal place over 2 places or divide by 100. How do you make it be a decimal? Okay. Semi-annually, this is our N. That means 2. I actually put that on here, monthly, quarterly, what all those are, okay, to make sure, because some of y'all, like, if you don't write it down, you forget. I'm glad I'm not one of those people, right? And our T is 10 years. All right. So using the formula, 0.065, this would be 2 times 10. Now, again, 2 times 10 is 20. So me personally, WWJD, what would Jeffries do? I would actually type in 20 instead of doing that right there. All right, so I got to here. Remember, I hit the N over D button, so I get that blinky blinky. And then 0.065 over 2. Okay, scroll over. raise the roof. Now I'm going to type in 20 because that is what 2 times 10 is. Okay. Now, this is the thing. Hopefully, we have practiced enough of how to put this in the calculator. Tomorrow, this is probably the most that I'm going to answer is how do you put this in the calculator? All right. So, we get 2369.9. All right. So, this right here, we got to take it out to 4 because or 3 because we're rounding to the nearest cent. So this is $2,369.80. Okay, not very good for you know, college thing that may get like a deposit. But that's it. Okay. It's nothing different than what we did yesterday. Nothing different than what we've done anytime this week. Got it? Got a third. Or last week. Last weekend this week. Yeah. All right. Are we good with number 3? Silence is deafening. All right. Now, for number 4, also for I'll put on here. I'll probably grab this. Do 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 do. And that's just me. Though, if you just grab this, you have no idea what the problem is. So you'd probably need to grab the problem. Other day I said grab the problem. Somebody leaned over and picked up one of their classmates. It was pretty funny. Okay, anybody? Nope. All right, awesome. All right, now also I would put how to get to E. How to get to E, remember second LN, and that is for this next part. All right, option 2. Okay, still 1,250. E, our rate is 8%, so 0.08. How'd I get that? It's right there. Okay, times T. This is our 10 years again. All right, so 1250. Second LN. 1250. All right, you got that part, right? All right. Second LN. Huh? Oh, no, it's a L. All right, parenthesis 0.08 times 10. Well, we probably could have done that one. That one's actually pretty easy. All right, so we get 2781.926. So this would be 2078.1.93. Okay. Now, this is part number 5 is the hardest question that there is. Okay. Number 5 is the hardest question on the whole test tomorrow. So, I mean, it's gonna. Some of y'all are gonna just like lose brain cells trying to get number 5 right tomorrow. So here's what's kind of funny. Actually, number 5 depends on if you did number 3 and number 4 correctly. Did you ever figure that out? If you mess one of those up, that actually depends on this. So that actually puts the grading a little bit harder on me. That's why I'm joking around. All right. So which one's the best option? Well, which one's bigger, 2,300 or 2,700? Ah, yeah, option 2. Oh, you got some of those brownies from your cousin in Colorado? You're going to be able to smell colors later. Hmm. They sell those special brownies at Costco now? Wow. Got to get me a membership. Anyways, just joking. All right. I didn't really write down a thing for part 3 because I think um like however you do your stuff, remember it's this number, this to this power equals that number. Okay? That's kind of how I used to do it, believe it or not. That's how I used to do it way back when. Because everything in the 90s is coming back, right? Yeah, so that's actually how I used to write it in like the 90s when I took this class. Okay, but you know, th- that's kind of a lot for some of y'all. So it's 3 to the third power equals 27. Okay, and 2 to the negative 3 is 1 over 8. So part 3 for my orange sheet, I'm just grabbing these problems. I mean, I don't know what else to do for that one. Any little trick that you have, um, little saying you have, use it, I guess. Mm-mm. Number 4 is the Missy Elliott of, or part 4 is Missy Elliott of part 3. Dun, 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 dun. So log base 7, 343 equals 3. Okay. Then log base 5 of 1 over 125 equals negative 3. Again, that's, wow. Okay. So, yes. Thank goodness that you won't be here tomorrow. I'm super excited now. Everybody that's going to be here tomorrow is going to get 5 extra points now. Especially after for the last 2 days you've came to me and asked me if the test was the day and it's been on the board. God. Yeah, I'll be okay, but I'm worried about you. I don't know how you have walk around sense. What's funny is there's going to be somebody in here that's always out for tests. They're going to tell me the same thing. I'm not going to be here tomorrow. Well, guess what? You're going to have to take this class over again. All right. So 2 to the x power, like 2 to what power is 32. All right. Again, I don't have a very good way to do this. Okay. I know, bless you. I know 2 squared is 4. I know 2 to the third is 8. I know, bless you again. Yeah, you can really control your sneezing. Better suck that stuff. No, don't suck it back in. You actually need to go blow it out. So I would actually just legitimately sit here in the calculator. Yep. Like this. Bruh. So 5. Okay. That's, there's probably some big, mythical mathematical way that I don't know that. If there was probably something my high school math teacher taught me that was, and then he was like, I don't like this. Just use your calculator and figure it out. Because this makes more sense to me. All right. What's the big thing about number 11 that we need to remember? If it is a fraction. Now, this works on this one. Oh my gosh. Okay. We're just decided to suck right quick. Okay. It's all right. All right. If only on this part right here, if it's a fraction, the power is negative. Okay. The rocks in the head go rattle, rattle, rattle. Because remember, a negative exponent flips it upside down in the basement. Okay. So we know it's going to be negative. So we can put that down right there. All right. We know that 6 squared is 36. So negative, that would be 1 over 36. So 6 to the third is 216. Well, that's it. Bam! Whatcha! Wah! That's it. I do what I normally do, put a negative in front. Yeah. Super duper crazy hard. I've had some people have like at the end of the semester, they're like they picked up on the super duper crazy hard like within the first 2 weeks, and some people were like they never got the joke by the end of the semester. I don't know. I told somebody one time that I messed up, and I told everybody to put like a star or put a smiley face as the answer. Somebody, one person just did like they solved it. They're like, this problem cannot be solved. Please do better. And I actually counted off. Yeah, I counted off because they didn't listen. I'm like, it's, and then they talked, they're like, why did you count off? I'm like, well, I said, I messed up, and you should have wrote a smiley face, so it sucks to suck. All right. Log of 8. Bam! Oh, hit it twice. So this is calculator work. 0.9030, because this is not 5 or higher. All right. Kind of neat because both our log and our natural log is right underneath each other. It's almost like it was meant to be. All right. This is 4. It's not 5. So 1.609. Bam. So, after y'all write this down, I forgot I got to go back and do the orange sheet. Bruh. Dude, get erasable pens. They are like the best. Hey, beggars can't be choosers. The ones I got, they are the bomb.com, .org, .gov. All right, so part 5. What's funny, I'll put all this stuff on Schoology and they'll still be like, hey, just tell me. I'm like, no. I'm like, it's on Schoology. I told you. Oop. And put into whoops, calculator. Bam. Okay. All right. So part 7, since we're already on the orange sheet. Wow. Where have we seen that stuff before? Exactly. By the way, I'm like talking about my orange sheet. This that I'm showing right here is exactly from our notes. Yeah. Like exactly. Like, oh my gosh. So great. Huh? Oh, I do. I don't know who that is, but is that a compliment? Why? It's not a compliment. I used to have students that try to talk like this all the time, like they were from the valley. I'm like, you're from the Tennessee Valley. You're not from the San Fernando Valley. All right, expand. I'm really good at expanding. Thank you. Somebody got it. All right. So I noticed that this is division. So I can expand it by saying that log of 5x minus log of y. All right. There's only one more thing I can do to expand it. These two are being multiplied. So I can rewrite that as log of 5 plus log of x minus log of y. And that's my answer. Final answer. That's it. How do y'all know it's my final answer? Because I wrote it in the answer spot. See, I try to model how I want y'all to do the test, like by doing my work underneath the problem and then writing the actual answer in the answer spot. Hint, hint, wink, wink, nudge, nudge for some people. All right. This is where the numbering mess up happens. Only in Jeffrey's math class, of all places, can we go from 14 to 20 and not worry about it, right? This, I bet none of your other teachers ever mess up on numbering or anything, right? Oh, in my class or everywhere? Oh, just in mine, they're like, oh, we'll just roll with it. Okay, so I want to look at this. Okay, you kind of have to, stare at this like that person that makes your heart go pitta patta, pitta patta. Okay. Wow, I got an X envelope from somebody. All right, I want to look at stuff that I can rewrite easily. Okay, the first thing I see is that it has numbers in front. Well, if these numbers in front, I can rewrite those as exponents. I can rewrite it as log x squared plus log of y to the third. Okay. Now, they're being added. What can we rewrite it as because they're being added? Multiplication. So log x squared y to the third. Final answer. And again, we know it's final answer because, yes, in the answer box. By the way, since we're talking about exponential stuff, my sarcasm will get exponentially greater the closer we get to the end of the school year. Mhm. Some of y'all are really excited. I wish y'all could have seen what I said to one kid yesterday. He was waiting to like get in um, his testing classroom, and he was standing beside this female that was like a whole foot shorter than him, and he was like, "Ow, ow, she's hurting me," and I said, "I'm sorry that your low self-esteem is at an all-time high, that you got to revert to elementary actions to try to get attention. Maybe you should talk to somebody about that." And he just sit there like, and the female just sit there was like, "Whoa." Like I thought she was going to like wet herself laughing. Like he didn't know how to respond. He probably had to like Google what some of those words meant. All right, are we good with 14 and 20? All right. Well, at least I kept on with, after I skipped to 20, I just kept going. All right, change of base. Remember the 5th of November. All right. So it's log of 8 over log of 3. And this is a put. Oh, wait. I need to do that another part. Oh, oh. Put in calc. All right. So, bloop. How do we do that? What's the first button we hit? That's right. The N over D, the numerator or the denominator button. Then log 8. Scroll down. Log 3. Enter. Bam! Almost hit the screen. Okay. All right. It says around the 3 decimal places. This is 1.8927. This is higher than 5. So 1.893. Yeah, it's if this fourth spot is 5 or higher, you round this sucker up. All right. Log 5 over log 6. Maybe I am. Psh, no, I don't. Listen, if they have written AI to act like me, seriously, we're all doomed. Either that or I caught a virus. All right. That's it. So now, again, I would, I would probably only take one of these to put on my orange sheet, but that's just me. I wouldn't take two, but there's no problem with taking two. I would just take one. That's all I would need. All right. Don't forget, hit like, hit subscribe, hit the bell. And if you're in my class, the test is tomorrow. Unless you're going to try to decide, hey, I'm not going to be here tomorrow, then they'll be waiting on you next time. And also, when you come, if you're not going to be here tomorrow to take the test, when you come to me and say, hey, we're going to take that test, I'm going to be ready for it. So be careful when you say that. Hit like, hit subscribe, hit the bell. Good luck, good things. Go Tap.